So look, the reason why we believe video is important is that any way you look at it, right, in any given country, video is 50% of the media ecosystem, right? 50% of the revenue pool, a bit more than 50% of the profit pool. And to the large extent, it's been the vertical part of the media ecosystem that has been the least disrupted today, as opposed to yellow pages, print, newspaper, magazine, or even obviously music. So that's the next big battleground. If you look at what's happening in terms of the asymmetry between size and growth, if I look in terms of the advertising model, roughly 40% of advertising still remains with traditional video advertising, linear TV, and that is growing anywhere around the world between 2 and 4%. On the other hand, the new segment of the market, digital video ecosystem, which only represents 2 to 3, 4%, is growing at 40% a year. So you can see the asymmetry between size and growth, and that in itself creates tension and a potential catch-up in terms of time spent versus money spent, which we think is pretty substantial. So I think there's opportunity in content creation, really, to build scale around content creation, especially across Europe. I mean, the European markets, especially, I'm French, so obviously Europe is closer to my heart, have been working, in a relatively isolated fashion in their own geographies. So the ability to take a step back and think about content creation on a European level, I think is one of the things that is increasingly important. The second thing is the blurring of the boundaries between traditional free-to-air television and pay TV television. And you see a lot of that happening today, right? First season on free-to-air, then moving back into pay, first season into pay, future seasons distributed in free-to-air. So you're going to see a lot more hybrid business models in the future, and that is an opportunity for larger scale players. I mean, obviously, if we look at some of the traditional verticals in print, for instance, being, living, lifestyle, cooking, it's tough to think about having a scale footprint with advantage economics in that vertical segment without having a substantial video presence.